What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ray Rock, and welcome to the Ballon d'Or. Did Vinicius Jr. get robbed? As you can see, the title of the Ballon d'Or is what this video is going to be about. And listen, let me start with the fact that I think this Ballon d'Or could have gone to anyone. I think you could make a case for a lot of people. I think you could make a strong case for Lautaro Martinez, a strong case for Carvajal, a strong case for Jude Bellingham, a strong case for Vini, and a strong case for Rodri, who won the award. So this award this year has been a little yin-yang for me, or a little like, I don't know, really close for me. So it's really close, right? And the reason for that is because there were too many average performances in some areas, and then some areas, some people just didn't perform at all. Like City getting eliminated by Madrid in that, Champions League semi-final, or what was it, quarterfinal, I believe. And then Vini not performing in Copa America, Jude Bellingham not playing well in the Champions League. That world they still won it, but he was really good in La Liga. Then in the Euros, he had good moments. And then Carvajal, he wasn't the best, for both club and country, but he had big moments that helped the team. Well, I mean, he was average, not like exceptional as a defender or exceptional right back. Kind of like how Frimpong and Grimaldo played, like not that level. But he had average performances here and there, and then, he showed up in big moments like the Champions League final and so on. And then Lautaro Martinez now doesn't get the hype. He didn't do well in the Champions League, but off the bench, he's winning the Golden Boot. Off the bench, you can see him winning the MVP, best player in the Serie A and the Golden Boot in the Serie A, and they won the league, and he scored the goal in the Coppa d'Italia final, and they won that. Like, it's underrated. Like, if he was a player that gets hype in football, he would have been one of the front runners. If not, he would have got that award as well. With how well he played and what he did throughout the season. But now, yeah, do I think Vini was robbed? No, I don't think Vini was robbed, because I think you can make a strong case for Rodri winning it. And, it's hard to make a case because many people don't really watch football. They look at goal and assist, and we're not going to go in and really analyze. You have to actually watch Rodri to see how well he plays and how important his position is. And you can see right now with City, they're not playing their best without him. And he had like 41 games unbeaten. When he plays, they don't lose, because that's how important he is for the, for the club, and how important his position is. And we don't see this position get, recognition a lot. I mean, I can't remember the last time a CDM won a Ballon d'Or anyway. But a midfielder, the last time a midfielder won was Modric in 2018 because of that crazy World Cup run. And we saw him win the player of the tournament and went crazy in the Euros and helped them win the Euros, help Spain win the Euros, Rodri, that is. But yes, the problem with this Ballon d'Or, right? Number one, the fact that we know who the Ballon d'Or winner is months before the award is the primary problem with the Ballon d'Or nowadays. I remember back in the days, you have to wait until during the ceremony, you hear the names of the player, then you know who officially won the award. Now, you know who won the award way before the award ceremony. Because months ago, we heard Vini was confirmed to win the Ballon d'Or. We don't know how legit that source was. We don't know if it was true and then it got changed. Nobody knows. And then now, Real Madrid got told that Vinicius Jr. will not be getting the award. And the entire team decided not to show up for the award ceremony, which I think it was a disgrace, because I don't think we should go towards the part where if a club feel like their player deserved it and decide not to show up for the award, it's acceptable, or it's a team that is normal. Because if that's something that is normal, we're going to see it every year. City could have felt like, oh, Haaland won all these, trophies and went crazy. Why is Messi getting the Ballon d'Or? How about we don't show up? Or Haaland could have felt like, well, I'm not congratulating this guy. I'm going to go tweet and say, I got robbed, and you just wait for next season, I will destroy them. No, but he said, congratulations. And that's where I think good sportsmanship comes in, right? You can accept and complain about not winning. That's fair enough. Or your players, like they always do on social media, is like, I tell you, and you are the best regardless of that award. But still, show good sportsmanship and congratulate the winner instead of whining. I truly believe that, by the way. But that wasn't the case today. We could see, I think the entire Real Madrid not showing up, it shows a sense of entitlement. It shows that if we don't win this award, there's no need for us coming, or we don't care to be there. And next season, another team can decide to do that. And I don't think that's the way we should go. I think that's ridiculous. I think them not showing up is a disgrace. If Vini himself didn't show up, like we've seen sometimes Messi don't show up, Ronaldo don't show up, some of these players don't show up for this award for different reasons, but saying your entire club will not show up or represent or will have nothing to do with the award simply because a player from your club didn't get it and you feel like they deserved it, then I don't know what to tell you, right? I don't know what to tell you. Because, listen, right now, Vinny is saying, like, fair play to him, by the way, because he's like, okay, I'm going to do it 10 more times if I have to prove to you guys I deserve the award. But you are saying that, why? You think Mbappe doesn't want to win the Ballon d'Or in this club? You think Bellingham doesn't want to win the Ballon d'Or, or he doesn't feel hard done by? You think Carvajal might not feel like, okay, maybe I deserved it? Like, you are not the only one at this club that wants to win the Ballon d'Or. We understand that, but what does that mean, right? If I'm Mbappe sitting at home, I'm like, bro, does that mean, like, if you have a chance to score and I'm wide open, I'm in a better position, you're not gonna pass me the ball? Like, is it about the club now or just your individual performance? I think, here's what I truly think. I think being individually good is is part of, football. But at the end of the day, it's a team sport. That's why you could play as good as you want, but if your team doesn't go as far as getting trophies or winning, it makes it difficult to win, right? I think you just play your best that you can and try to help your team. And if you ended up being the best player in the team, then you end up being the best player in the team. So listen, I know Vinny will bounce back. I'm not saying he wouldn't, he will not. I'm not saying he cannot win the Ballon d'Or again, but I just don't think Real Madrid not showing up was good. Now, enough of Vinicius Jr. and Real Madrid, because I know this past couple of days have been really tough for Madrid. I mean, they came back, a good comeback against Dortmund. That was nice, fair play. But since then, they want to also lose against Bayern, which is, I'm a Barca fan. They wanted Barca to lose against Bayern. They didn't. They wanted Barca to lose against them in the Clasico. We destroyed them. And now their player that they thought was getting the Ballon d'Or, that's a big problem. I think that's the biggest problem, because they were supposed to find out at the ceremony and then get mad later on social media about them not winning. They were not supposed to find out before and then come and then decide not to show up for the Ballon d'Or. I think that's a problem. That's a major problem with the Ballon d'Or. Players should never know that they're not getting the award before the award. I don't know if that would change. I don't think that would change. I mean, you can blame Fabrizio all you want. He's just doing his job and putting up information. At the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, because I see a lot of people blaming him for this, because he's the one that, put out the information at the day, and he's the most credible source and the most trusted journalist right now in football. There's no one that you trust more than him, right? So if he puts it out, you're like, okay, this is true. So, I mean, you prefer that he doesn't, right? At the end of the day, but even though he's just doing his job, I don't want to know until, the award is going on. It's like football, bro. It's like, we don't know the real score of a game until it happens, right? Until the 90th minute, they will know the final score. It should be like that. We should go through the award and see, where everyone is placed, and, during the ceremony, we'll know who deserves to win it. I think if you feel like you deserve it, come with your speech prepared, bro. Just come with your speech prepared. If you know you are one of the contenders to win it, just come with your speech prepared. They shouldn't have to tell you that you're the winner. I mean, I don't need to explain this. We've seen this with the Messi Ronaldo era. It's a good, it's a good example, because that was the last era of the dominance of football that we saw back and forth. But we've seen this in the history of the Ballon d'Or, right? So I don't know why it's like this nowadays. I think it's ridiculous. And I think Vinicius Jr. will win UEFA Player of the Year. I don't know when that is. And Bellingham might win FIFA Player of the Year. I don't know how all of that is going to go down. But maybe they'll refuse the award as well and don't show up, and they just don't want anything to do with it. I don't know how they're gonna go about doing this thing, but yeah. So now on to Rodri. Here's the thing. Growing up, right, and watching this award, I've always felt like the Ballon d'Or, and I know for a fact, it favors attackers a lot. If you're not an attacker, whether you're a flashy winger like Vinicius that can dribble, entertain, or if you're not the guy that gives assists or put the ball in the back of the net, they don't give you the respect for this award. So imagine a defender winning it. I don't know how Cannavaro got his hand on it. I mean, that World Cup was crazy and they won it. But it's like, as the years go by, it's near an impossibility for a defender or midfielder to get it, right? So Rodri getting it, people say is the end of, of football, or the end of the award, or the award credibility is down to zero now. I think it's actually the beginning of a new era and the beginning of the award. I think it's safe football, because it showed that regardless of the position that you play, if you play good enough in your position, better than anybody else in any other position, you will get the Ballon d'Or. If I'm a defender and I do my job so well, and an attacker does his job, but I do it better than the attacker, I should get the Ballon d'Or. It's that simple, bro. It's a criteria that it's hard to come into terms with, because his attackers are more favorable and their stats show because their stats are receipt. For Rodri, you have to watch Rodri play football to see how good he is. We look at City right now, we see they're struggling without him. We look at his 41 games unbeaten run, you know that when he plays, they don't lose. That's how important he is because he's the heart of that team, right? He's the type of player that some people don't even see him when he's there, but when he's not there, you notice that you notice that he's missing, right? It was like that with Busquets. Now the difference with Rodri and Busquets is Rodri puts the ball in the back of the net quite a lot, especially when you need him to. If you really need a goal, Rodri will step up for you, and that's big with Rodri. That's big with him, and that's something that Busquets never had. Busquets used to average like a 1 goal a season. That's the type of player that he was, right? But he's so important still because of the way he plays, just creating space and dictating the tempo, reading the game, is very important. I mean, it's a good example right now. We could see how much, Madrid is missing Toni Kroos because they lack that kind of player, right? Those kinds of players that can control the game are very important because we don't talk about them a lot or enough. And we don't see their start. They don't have the stats or the goal and assists or whatnot to back it up, or they don't score goals, which is the most exciting thing in the game, to be fair, because when the ball in the back of the net, that's where we get excited and that's when the players get all the praise, right? And we saw Pedri. I think, in my opinion, Pedri should have been man of the match in the Clasico. No joke. Rafinha was crazy good. He got the goals. Lewandowski scored 2 goals. But Pedri played 90 minutes of very good football and controlling the game. And when Frankie de Jong came in, it just made him even better because it gave him the freedom to roam and play even more. But that's something that we're missing in the game because people fail to understand that. Now, I'm not going to lie, Rodri Hernandez, it is just a normal guy. No social media, no tattoos, none of that controversy. He just plays football and he's just a really good football player, man. I don't think this Ballon d'Or is robbed. I think Rodri deserved it. If Vini got it, I'll be telling you Vini deserved it because you know why? Because this is the first time in history that I think is that close where I can understand the case for all of them. Last year, I thought Haaland deserved it. I thought Messi shouldn't have got it. I understood why Messi got it. I don't think, it's like, I don't think Haaland was like, mice clear, where it's like, oh, it's a crazy robbery. I understood why Messi got it because of that World Cup and that performance, and the international competition carries a lot of weight. And Haaland didn't even participate in the tournament, unfortunately for him. But it's the same thing here again. International tournament has carried a lot of weight, and I can understand why Vini is not getting it because of that Copa America, bro. He didn't even try. He did not even try. And then when they needed him the most, he had 2 yellows, so he couldn't play. So before the Copa America, I was like, and the Euros, I was like, listen, give Vini the Ballon d'Or because I just didn't see Vini not performing. I think I even have videos here. Yeah, I think I talked about it, and when I did my prediction on YouTube for the Copa America, you could go through, look at my prediction. I was like, Vini is going to go crazy with Brazil. I think I had Brazil winning the Copa America. I actually had Brazil winning the Copa America because I'm like, Vini is the best player in the world at the moment. He's going to go there and cook and get this Ballon d'Or, which he deserves. But he went the opposite way, and we know how important international competitions are when it comes to this award. And he just didn't get it. We saw Messi with the Copa America and Messi with the World Cup, and he won it. We saw Modric, he won it. So we have seen that the international competitions are very important. They are not every year. Listen, if Vini can go crazy this year, he'll get it because he don't even need to play for Brazil to get it. If he can play very well and win a lot of stuff, which is please one of the best players in the world this season, he can win it. And like he said himself, he's going to try as much times as it takes to win this award. So good luck to him, and he definitely have the ability to win it because I think he's the best player at Madrid right now. Now, don't let that. The thing is that can make you get carried away with being a team player, right? Especially when you start putting it out there. Mbappe wants to win the Ballon d'Or so bad, and I'm sure so does Bellingham. Who says Valverde doesn't want one? They're going to support him because they're teammates, but at the end of the day, you can't let that interfere with your play. I want it to interfere with your game because I'm a Barca fan, so I don't want Madrid to win, but I hope it doesn't because I love football, if that makes sense. So Yamal won the Copa trophy, so rightly deserved. I don't know, man. Emi Martinez, bro. I'm gonna just put it as simple as I can because this video is the Ballon d'Or rob. Let me put it as simple as I can. Emi Martinez was sent by God to save Messi's international career. That's it. And Argentina. That's it. There's no better way to put it. I mean, this guy, what he's doing for Aston Villa and what he's done for Argentina, I can sit here and talk about it for hours, but let's just put it like that. Well deserved. I think he's the first keeper to win a back-to-back Yashin trophy. I mean, come on, man. He's an insane keeper. But Vinicius Jr. was not robbed. I can understand why Madrid fans are being frustrated and why they feel hard done by. And understandably so, I don't think it's excusable for them not to show up. However, if Vinny didn't show up, I would have understood it, because it's not the first time players, they decide not to show up, for personal reasons. But an entire club deciding to do this, I don't think it's a good, it's a good representation of football or this award going forward. I'm scared with what people will do. For example, I'm a Barca fan. If Barca goes on and win the treble this season and Vinicius Jr. get the Ballon d'Or for winning, let's say, 0 trophy, I think Barca should go. If, let's say, Lewandowski deserves it and doesn't go for different reasons, I don't know. But the Barca players should still show up. The club should not put out a statement or say, we are not showing up because you are not giving our player this award. I don't believe in that. I don't think that's the right thing to do. I don't think that's the right way to go. But yeah, man. Hey, listen, I feel for Vinny, and I know he feels hard done by. I think the biggest frustration came from the fact that they, at first, I don't know who told them that they were going to get this award, and then later told them that they were not getting it. But that's the main problem. I think that was the main problem today. You could see the frustration from the fans as well came from that, because you already got, Vinny winning the Ballon d'Or. Everyone was already saying it, that, it's confirmed it's going to happen. And Madrid fans were making fun of, Barca doesn't have any player in their club that have a Ballon d'Or, and Neymar is not clear of Vinny because Neymar doesn't have a Ballon d'Or when he hasn't even touched the award yet. They're already making those memes and whatnot. So, and it backfired, bro. It's like a typical Madrid comeback where I talk or Barca fans talk and laugh at them, and at the end of the day they come back and it's a slap in our face. And now they've gotten a taste, and in the worst way possible, because it's an award where they really thought their player was gonna get it, and their player didn't get it. I mean, they had 3 players in top 4. That's huge if you ask me, man. That's really big. Best club of the year, well deserved. I mean, we saw what they did again yet in Europe. The Champions League, they dominated. They won the league title. I mean, fair play, man. Mad respect. And congratulations to Rodri. I think it's safe football. He's a very, very fun player to watch. One of the best CDM in the world right now, and currently, the best player of last season, as he's gotten the Ballon d'Or to, to represent that or to confirm that. And yeah, man, it was quite an award ceremony. It was kind of like awkward to not see, the Madrid players getting caught and them not showing up. And I think even when it was about to announce Rodri, there was someone booing or saying Vinicius Jr. in the background. I don't know. That was kind of awkward. And I don't know, man. That's something that we don't want to see in the sport, And I can't remember the last time there was a clear winner of the Ballon d'Or. Benzema was the last time someone won the Ballon d'Or. And, I could say more than 90% of social media or people didn't complain about it, right? But most of the time when someone gets this award, there's always controversy, as we have seen today. So it's not a surprise in any way, shape, or form. But the season is a long season, and it's going to be interesting. Congratulations to Rodri. I wish him speedy recovery for, his injury. Like he said it himself. He said this award is for all the Spanish people, especially the midfielders that played out of their minds but didn't end up getting it, unfortunately, like Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets. And also thank Lamine Yamal for giving him, for believing in him that he was going to win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, he's literally just passing the torch, bro. I can see Yamal winning it next year. But that was big for Rodri, man. And I love his speech, and he was really emotional. And I love everything he said after winning the award, man. Massive, massive respect from him. And yeah, and GG. This just makes me even respect City even more for showing up after Messi won it. With everything that Haaland won last season, they showed up. Haaland congratulated him, and listen, nothing but massive respect, man. And that's what the sport needs, right? I mean, Vinicius Jr. will know about what happens with him on the field and sportsmanship and what is talked about. And some people are even going on to say sportsmanship is one of the reasons why he didn't get it, because sportsmanship is a criteria for the Ballon d'Or. And and Madrid not showing good sportsmanship as well. Listen, I'm going to end this video by saying something. And there's so much I could talk, but I've been talking for over 20 minutes. Now I want to end this video. Listen, Real Madrid wins the Champions League a lot. And we congratulate them a lot, to the point where we look like Congratulations FC. I don't like that my club do it, because I get clowned for it, and memes come out and I hate it. But I respect them for doing it, because it shows that there's respect in the sport. The biggest thing you could do is respect your rivals and respect the people that even if you feel like, or you don't want them to win, or if you feel like they don't deserve it, or you deserve it over them, the least you can do is show some respect to them and, you know, clap for them. I mean, next year we don't want to see the same thing repeat. So I hope next year we don't see a club do that, regardless of which club it is. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Hey, GG's to Rodri, bro. Rodri is on fire. Your defense is terrified. Peace.